Fraser, and I am a non-fiction writing coach and book coach. I am the MicroBook Magician, and I help people to use the voice they already have to tell the stories that they have locked up inside and connect with other humans. So I put out a bit of a call for, does anyone know of an amazing VA? Are there any VAs out there who would like to have a chat with me? And let's see if we can work together. And I spoke to a handful of people and was kind of umming and ahhing. And then Carolyn came along and we had a really lovely conversation. And we immediately clicked. And I was just like, yeah, this is the person that I can trust to to tidy up after me. And she has a background in copywriting, and she's also really loves systems and processes and keeping things tidy, which is all of the things that I really don't like doing and I'm not good at. So letting go of things is really, really hard as well. That can be a hard thing to do, especially when, like me, you are neurodivergent. So I am autistic ADHD. My autism means that my routines are really important, and I really struggle when things are out of place and everything kind of goes wrong. And my ADHD means that quite a lot of the time I am absolute chaos when it comes to the systems and processes that I've got. And I do something once, but I do it anew every single time. So I chose Carolyn because we clicked straight away on the call. I immediately liked her. I immediately liked how kind of at ease and secure I felt when she was telling me about what she does and how she does it. And I felt like I would be really well taken care of. She's very capable, very sensible, very no nonsense, and also really, really good fun, which is really important for me because I'm a silly person, and I like to hang out with people who have a streak of silliness in them and who are a little bit more interesting than might meet the eye. And yeah. But Carolyn does so much for me, honestly. But I think the main things that really make my life a lot easier are the finance side of things. So it's obviously, if you run a business, this is really important to keep your books in order, to keep your taxes on time, to make sure that everything makes sense and that you're actually filing the right stuff to the right place. And Carolyn is the reason that happens for me every quarter, or however often we do, because she keeps everything in one place. She reminds me to upload my bank statements, my other kind of payment gateway statements, and my invoices, receipts, all of that kind of thing. She will query things that don't make sense. She'll make me go find stuff that I have, either forgotten or lost or whatever. So that is the first really important thing, because that's a legal requirement that could cost me a lot of money, and it's just lifted a huge weight off my shoulders, because I know what I have to do, and she reminds me to do it. But then she also does all of my testimonials for me, which is amazing, because it can be really awkward having conversations with your clients and saying, why do you like me? What can I improve? And it can be awkward for them as well to say that to your face, especially if you're wanting constructive feedback on how you can improve something. And Carolyn is wonderful at just making all of those appointments. If I give her a list of people that I want her to talk to, she will deal with the whole thing from start to finish. She'll go and talk to them. She will pull out their stories. She will get really, really good feedback for me so that I can improve what I do. And all I have to do is have a look at it and decide what we're going to use, how we're going to use it. And then she'll take care of that as well, which is really cool. And the third really valuable thing, and this was a bit of a surprise when we first started working together, because this wasn't something that I had anticipated needing, but because Carolyn's also a copywriter and she understands the process of selling and sales and how to do that with words, it means that if I need to write a new web page, I don't have to do it from scratch, because Carolyn will do a first draft for me, which is amazing, because then all I have to do is go in, tweak it so that it's so that it feels more like me, although she does a very good job of that. Play with it, change it around a little bit. I don't have to start from a blank slate, and that saves me an awful lot of time, because at least 2/3 of my time in writing a new web page is spent procrastinating, and I don't have that excuse anymore, which is really, really nice. So she will make sure that all of my web pages are updated. She will go through them every now and then and say, this one, we could improve this one here, we could improve that one there. And that's also really valuable, because I tend to write stuff and then forget about it and move on. And Carolyn will remind me that I've already got stuff there and we can reuse it and we can improve it and make it better, which is really, really, really valuable. My gosh, I I used to live in fear of Carolyn deciding that I was too flaky and that she would leave me. And she never has, because she is amazing at what she does, and she's literally a specialist at working with people who struggle with organization. I couldn't function without her. It's that feeling. It's like I always need Carolyn, but there's that underlying feeling of just, I know everything is going to be taken care of. Like, I don't have to worry about it, because that's literally her job, is to take care of it for me. So there's that underlying worry of that mental load of, what am I forgetting? What have I got to think about? Have I got this right? What's happening with that? I know that Carolyn's got it all organized, and she will remind me when I need to do things, and she will do some of the things for me. And yeah, it's just a real weight off of mine. She saves me so much time every month, so much time that it would take me 2 or 3 times as long to do what she does for me. Um, and it's just a real pleasure to work with her as well. Carolyn is a professional services provider, and I think of her as an integral member of my team. And it's really nice to have a team member like that, because it can be really lonely running your own business. And so I have a colleague who is just amazing at what she does and keeps me on track, and is just really fun to chat to too. 1000% recommend Carolyn to anyone who is looking for help with any of the things that I've just mentioned, really. If you are wanting to spend more time on your business than in your business, then a VA is an absolute gold mine. It can feel at the beginning like it's quite a big investment. I promise you, it will save you so much time that you will make that investment back within a couple of months, because you'll be able to expand what you do. You'll be able to do more of what you love and what you're really, really good at, while somebody who's an expert in taking care of the other things will do that for you. And you don't have to start with everything all at once. Like, when I first started working with a VA, we did little bits at a time. I gave her the first thing that I knew I couldn't do, which was my accounts and that kind of thing. And gradually, she can take more from you and give you more time back in your day. So you don't have to start like and go all in. It's like, think about something that at the moment is sucking the time and energy and will to live out of you. And ask yourself, is this somebody that somebody else could do for me? And could they do it better than me and quicker than me and make my life just better and nicer? And the answer is almost always going to be yes. So glad that I've met Carolyn. She's just made my life so much easier and so much brighter, and she's an absolute pleasure to work with. So I'm going to recommend her every time.